Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to share with you, Noel and I, how to create your own photo booth. Let's check it out. Now, all you're going to need is four things for your photo booth. You first need a tablet, and that could be either an Apple tablet or it could be an Android tablet. A tablet mount, something that you're going to attach your tablet to, a tripod, and a light source.
And also, if you want to add more stuff to your photo booth, you can add a backdrop like you see here with a backdrop stand, and then you can also add a printer if you want to print out your photos during your event.
Yep. So that would make it even better than just those four things.
Yes. So that'll make it 7 things.
7 things. Now, the first thing that I would recommend is that you have a good tablet holder. So this tablet holder, I'll put the link for all the things that we're talking about will be in the comment area, has a really nice grip, so grips from both sides, and it gets really large. So you could go from a standard tablet all the way up to like the iPad Pro, which is a 10.5. And it also supports the smaller tablets like what you see in the Samsung line. So this is definitely a must, and you don't want to go cheap on this because as people are touching your tablet will tend to shift and move, and it could drop. So having a good tablet mount is key.
Pretty much like what we experience at an event.
Yeah. We experienced this in an event actually this weekend where the tablet mount that they were using was not a good one, and the tablet kept on sliding off the tripod. So definitely get one of these. Now, this is a heavy-duty tripod, which you don't need and I wouldn't recommend. You could literally get away with anywhere from $40 to $100 tripod. But what I wanted to show you here is the actual mounting mechanism. So here I have my tripod and I have the actual tablet mount. And what I also purchased that you may want to get is one of these devices here, which is kind of like a little extender. It's going to allow you to connect your tablet to it. So really important that you have this set up and that you have it weighted down because kids tend to bump into your tripod when you're having these events, as well as if you have any relatives that like to drink a lot. As they come to take their photos, they may bump into it, and you don't want your tablet to be dropped on the floor.
So you want actually something sturdy.
Yeah, so you want something sturdy, something that you can weight down. Doesn't have to be heavy duty like this. Now let's talk about light. Now you can use a standard fluorescent bulb, something that has daylight type features, even an LED bulb in your home, as long as it's mounted above where your camera is going to be. You don't want anything on the floor. You want it from the top. So figure out how you'd want to mount it.
Or you can use one of these.
All right, so this is another option, and we reviewed this on the channel. This is a LED light. I use this personally when I go out. It's very small, and it has a power source that I can plug into any electrical outlet, and this gives out also a great light. And in my experience, from what we've seen, anytime we see a photo booth that doesn't have really good quality, it's because of poor lighting. So get yourself either a bright bulb, test out how your lighting source looks like, or get yourself one of these, especially if you're going to do a lot of these events. And this is not to go professional, but this is DIY. This is for home events. This is for parties. This is for being with family. So this is definitely a nice investment. Now let's talk about the backdrops. Now the backdrops are optional. You really don't need it because you could use the backdrop of the home that you're in. In our case, we chose to go with the backdrop. Now this backdrop is mounted on a backdrop stand. Inexpensive. This one will be also included in the link in the comment area, so I'll include which one we have. But the important thing that we found is selecting a backdrop. So this backdrop is a cloth material, and I actually have it tied down on the sides, and you can see that. And what we did is we went with one that was cloth because we found that it was easier to hang and it had less wrinkles.
Yeah, we've actually purchased other ones that for some reason, no matter how much we steamed it, how much we ironed it, it just never came out, and you can see it in the pictures. So this one actually works better for us because simply we can put it in a bag, pull it out, no wrinkles whatsoever.
Yeah, I was literally at a holiday party ironing out one of our backdrops while everyone else was eating, and ended up putting this one up. Fortunately, I had two, so this is the way to go. Go with something that's cloth, and again, I'll keep this in the comment area as well. All right, so now the next thing you can consider is having a printer. We actually reviewed the Canon selfie printer that on the channel that we used for
a bridal shower.
It was for a bridal shower. But we noticed something during that event, and that was that even though people were really happy with the printouts, the majority of them were taking pictures of the printout and then they were posting it on Facebook. So we opted to stop, bringing a printer with us because everybody wants to post it on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or Twitter. So why bother with the printer? So I recommend actually that you don't actually have to have a printer as long as you have a good program. So I'm going to recommend the program as well that you can use that's going to allow you to have a better experience. Now, with these programs, it makes it really easy to share. So we'll talk about that in a second. Now let's talk about tablet apps, like which ones would I recommend. So there's two major ecosystems, right? So you have Android and you have also Apple. I recommend actually going with an Apple tablet, and the Apple tablet software just seems to be more mature than what you have on Android, even though it does exist. So I'm not saying if you have an Android tablet, I'm not telling you just go ahead and buy an Apple tablet or an iPad to have a photo booth. There are programs out there that range from $99 to $4.99, and they're great, but they just don't have the kind of experience that I like and the one that we chose from the iOS or the Apple Store, and that is Simple Booth. Simple Booth is an application that's available for both the iPhone and the iPad, and it has some really nice features. Now, what are some of the things that you found that people like?
Well, the simple fact that you can either email it to yourself, you can either text it to yourself, and that way it's easier. Well, it was easier for our guests to just pretty much just share it to their social media. Like we said earlier, you can share it to your Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or even Twitter. So everybody preferred that route over the printout.
Yeah, so literally, and not only does it allow you to text and do the things that Nelda said, but it also gives you the ability to have a catalog. So you can actually share on Facebook or whatever social media site you like to share on. You can share a link that has the entire event. And the neat thing about it is that it's all for one single price. So you're not paying a monthly subscription, you're not paying an annual subscription, you pay for the app, and the app is a little bit expensive, okay? So let's face it, a lot of the Apple apps are much more expensive than the Android app. So it's under $100 or right around there. But if you're going to have several events, you host things in your house, you think about all the holidays that you have and you have people over, just opening up a photo booth like this gets people excited and everybody loves to take pictures.
Yeah. We're looking forward to using it this year for graduations and prom. So see how that one goes.
Absolutely. All right, so that's our photo booth experience and how we set up our own. Again, I have some more pro type equipment that I'm using because of the stuff that I do on YouTube, but you don't really have to spend the big money. The big stuff are those 4 things that I recommended, which we'll have listed in the comment area for you to consider. And then you could go far out if you want with a backdrop like this just to make it even more special. So as always, thanks for watching and please subscribe.
Bye.
See you in the next one.